Hey friends, it's Becky, otherwise known as the Freebie Lady from, you guessed it, freebielady.com. You can also find me on Instagram, quick plug, right here. Today we are going to be talking about something that I've struggled with for as long as I can remember. And because of that, I have done a ton of research on how to stop it. That is impulse buying. You know, like when you go to Target and you're like, I'm just gonna get toothpaste, I'm just gonna get toothpaste, I'm just gonna get toothpaste, I'm just gonna get toothpaste. And then you buy $200 worth of really cute pillows and you forget the toothpaste. You've never done that? I know you have. If you've never done that, then you wouldn't be watching this video. So let's go over how I have stopped impulse buying and how you guys can do it too with just a little bit of effort and these tricks and tips. Science says something about impulse buying, so it's not all of our faults. Science says there's 3 reasons we impulse buy: because of our emotions, because of our past experience, and because of our relationship or what we think about money. We're going to be getting into all 3 of those throughout the course of this video, and of course, this video would basically be pointless if I didn't tell you ways to combat those or overcome those. First off, this really plays in with the emotion aspects. Do not deprive yourself. I know this is counterintuitive because we are going over impulse buying, which basically would be about saving money. And here I'm going to tell you to spend money on yourself and only you. Set aside a specific amount of money each month or each week that is only to be spent on you and no one else. Part of the reason that we impulse buy is because we deprive ourselves so much and then we basically like binge on shopping. Just like if you were to deprive yourself of a cookie or any sweets for the rest of your life, and then all of a sudden you're alone in a cafe with a bunch of donuts and you just eat them all at once. Allow yourself the time to stroll through the aisles of Target or Hobby Lobby with a set amount of cash or a gift card. In fact, I actually advise you, if you're really bad at impulse buying, like I have been in the past, to leave your wallets completely in the car or at your house. Allow this me time for you and take a certain amount of cash or a gift card and allow yourself that time in the store to just shop. In my new course called Change Your Money, Change Your Life, where I teach you how to cut your expenses by $2,000 or more a month, which inevitably will change your life, I devote an entire lesson all about you and how you can spend money on you, because it is that important to put ourselves first and be okay with the occasional splurge. What you need to do is make sure that it is a splurge, a indulgence that you have control of. So when you first get started, like I said, just make sure you have that cash or a gift card in hand and leave everything at home or in your car. The third way to prevent impulse buying is Amazon and other stores like it have grown exponentially in popularity simply because of its easy factor. I really recommend that if you're trying to control your impulse buying, to take your credit card off of Amazon. Make it as difficult as possible for you to buy something on Amazon. I know sometimes it's just so much easier to buy it on Amazon than to go to the store. However, make it a little bit more difficult on yourself to buy something on Amazon. You can even block Amazon altogether or your other stores that you just go to really quick. If you really need Amazon, then I suggest you delete your credit cards completely off of Amazon's cart, and you only buy when you have a gift card, or you have to manually type in your credit card number every time you want to use Amazon. What this will do is it will add a couple seconds between add to cart and purchase, and that will give you the couple seconds that you need sometimes in order to process if this is a really good purchase or if it's just another one of your impulse buys. With all of that said, when you're outside of those me times, I highly recommend that you just stay out of what I call your trigger stores. These are stores that every time you go in them, you end up buying something that you don't need that's not on your list. For me, this is Target and Hobby Lobby. I just can't help but buy that cute pillow that's only $5. This is a case in point. I went into Target, classic story, to get, I don't even know what it was at the moment, and I ended up buying this $5 pillow. Yes, it's adorable. Did I need it? Absolutely not. I can't tell you how many fall pillows I have. So here we are, $5 impulse buy from me, the freebie lady who's here to teach you how to be frugal. So it happens to all of us. The next way to avoid impulse buying as much as possible is to set yourself a threshold. For me, it's $50. Your threshold can be whatever number you want it to be. And if an item is over that threshold that you set for yourself, make yourself wait 48 hours before buying that item. That'll give your brain time to catch up with if you really need that item or if you don't. I would say 8 times out of 10, I decide not to buy that item when I wait this 48-hour period. This next one for helping with your impulse buying is pretty obvious, but it needs to be said. Create categories for your budget. And again, make sure you create the category you. You have to have some you spending money, and make sure that you stick to those specific categories for your budget. Once you go over a number for that specific category, no more. This next trick not only works for impulse buying, but it works for just about any aspect of your life that you are working to improve. Also works amazing when it comes to managing your money, and it's something I haven't heard anybody talking about. I do an entire module on what I'm about to tell you in my new course that's coming out, Change Your Money, Change Your Life. It is called the 5 Why system. Here's how the 5 Why system works. You take a piece of paper and you write at the top of the paper, I want to buy that really cute pillow because. I want to buy that really cute pillow because it's gonna look great in my living room. And then you go on to the second layer of why. I want to buy that cute pillow because it will look great in my living room. Why? I want it to look great in my living room because it makes me happy. Why does it make you happy? I want the pillow to make me happy because, and what happens in your brain is you start to think, wow, do I really need a pillow to make me happy? You start to discover deeper reasons for why you want a specific item. And then you can make a judgment call on if you should get to that item to make you happy, or if you maybe should fulfill that happiness with going for a walk with your kids, or whatever that may be. And I understand that it's probably not realistic for you to do that for every single item that you want. However, I would put a threshold amount with it. So any item you want that's over $50 or $75 or over $100, you decide that threshold, you do the 5 Why system to determine if that's really a wise use of your money. In addition to doing the 5 Why system, I also recommend that you start habit charts. What a habit chart does is it solidifies a habit that you are trying to form. The way to use a habit chart is you simply go to the link below and you print out one of the habit charts that I've created. And in the column that says new habit, you write down the new habit that you want to form. So in this case, we want to form the habit of not impulse buying. And so we will write that in the new habit form. You can also write things like, did not go into Target today, did not go into Walmart today, whatever that may be. And then every day that you perform that habit, you color in the picture right across from it. Now, what happens is your brain starts to see that you have done it you have done that habit so many days in a row, and it starts to get a little endorphin rush every time you color in that picture associated with that habit. And it's just a self-rewarding system. And then once you start having a bunch of days in a row that you have performed that habit, it's harder for your brain to break that habit. It's scientifically proven. Give it a whirl, see if it works for you. Next, do not shop when you are emotional. If you're sad, don't shop. If you're super happy, don't shop. Shop when you are in a calm, neutral state. Also, don't use a credit card or a debit card when you are shopping. When you use those, it does not trigger the pain points in your brain like using cash. Credit card and debit users spend up to 83% more than if you were to use cash alone. This last one I really identify with. Stop comparing yourself to others. It is so hard in this day of social media to not want to keep up with the perfect Instagrammers or the unrealistic expectations that Target gives you, that you must have a perfectly beautiful matching home with everything that's updated, and every season you must change out all of your decor. It's honestly the exact reason why I bought that $5 Target pillow when I did not need that $5 Target pillow, because I thought that it would look cute in my home and look like a more Instagram perfect home. I fall into it too, guys. So if you need to, take a social media break, especially with the holidays coming up. And lastly, I find it super helpful to have an accountability partner. Use your husband or your friend as your accountability partner. Go to them and talk to them and say, you know what, sometimes I impulse buy too much. I need your help. Please give me crap when I do it. Let's try to keep each other accountable for our bad habits and try to steer us in the right direction. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart from watching. If you like this video, you might like this other video all about how I get Christmas for completely free every single year. If you also like this video, I would love it if you supported me by just giving me a like and a comment and a share. That would be so helpful for me. I love you guys all so much. Have a great day. Go out and do something good for somebody else. Bye, everyone.